Hello, everyone. Welcome to our channel. If this is your first time visiting, my name is Tharmila Rajasingam. I'm a real estate marketer, real estate agent, and a global team leader with eXp Realty brokerage. And today I have a special guest with me today, my business partner, my friend, and he's a brilliant website designer, SEO master, and I'm really excited to have him here. And today I wanted to ask him a couple of questions about what is it like to choose the right partner when it comes to business, but also when it comes to your real estate, whether you're a brand new agent or if you've been in the business for a long time and you're looking for partnership, this is the video to watch. And before I do a quick introduction, I just wanted to mention a couple of housekeeping rules. If this is your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos like this. And you can also hit the notification bell so you get updates on more content. I do a lot of free training on this channel. And if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you have any question at all throughout this video, and if you have questions for myself or Jacob, leave it in the comment section below and we'll happy to answer them for you. And I'm going to also leave Jacob's information in the description. So if you have any questions for him and you want to contact him directly about this video, about these conversations that come up here, or even about websites or real estate, marketing, anything of those sorts, give him a quick contact there and reach out to him. So Jacob, thank you so much for joining me. I'm super honored to have you here, but you and I talk like a couple of times a day. So this is nothing new, but we talk about this a lot offline, and I really want to bring this to the forefront and have this conversation here. And before we dive into everything, for those of you that don't know you, can you give us a little introduction and maybe tell us about your professional background, because it is pretty impressive, and you can dive a little into why you got into real estate as well in that intro. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Again, my name is Jacob Shireman. I'm here in Houston, Texas. And basically my professional background for the last little over 15 years has been in marketing, but mainly in web design and SEO strategies. And I've worked for things like Eglin Air Force Base. So I've really got a deep root in systems and websites and things like that. And so that was my professional background. And then about 2 years ago, I decided to get my real estate license. I kind of dived into real estate in around 2014 to 2015 when I started helping flip houses and things, and started kind of developing a passion for real estate. But right after COVID hit, my spouse decided he wanted to start working for himself. He was working in property management. So he decided he wanted to get his real estate license so he could transition into that. So I decided to get it with him. There was a 2-for-1 deal on the course. So we're like, why not? And then I was just going to do that kind of for tax purposes and to help him out if he needed help while transitioning. And then we found our brokerage, eXp, and I told him, this is where we're joining. This is a real business opportunity. And then I started getting excited and realizing that people liked my marketing background. The day one, that whole, hey, can you help me? Can I pick your brain? We realized that people really needed marketing help. And so it kind of opened some doors for me, and I'm still here 2 years later, and loving where I'm at, and got to partner with you, kind of opened that crazy door that I never thought real estate would open those doors for me, but it has.
Absolutely. I think we both had an open mind coming to this business. We didn't know exactly where this was going to lead us, but we knew that this brokerage was the right one. And I think that energy alone attracted us to each other and a lot of other opportunities that came our way. And I think there's a lot of things that come with coming to this brokerage, and I want to kind of talk about that a little bit. And what do
Yeah.
you think are some mistakes you see when agents come to eXp, and what do you think they make?
So I think out of all, and in real estate in general, people kind of have the wrong expectations. Maybe they don't do enough research. So one of the biggest things, I think agents come into eXp kind of with the wrong mindset of what they think eXp is, what it's going to do for them. Because eXp is a lot. It's a lot to unravel. It's a very complex model. That's why it works so well as well. But I think one of the biggest things about expectations is that a lot of real estate agents, whether they're new or they've been in the business for a while, they're coming to eXp because they want better things. And they often kind of get this sponsor and mentor thing mixed up a lot. I even just had an agent looking to join our team about 2 weeks ago. And she kept saying, but I need a local mentor. And I'm like, you're going to get a mentor. You're a new agent, but I'll be your sponsor. I'm going to give you everything your mentor can't, because your mentor is just for a short period of time. And so that terminology because it is something rather new in the real estate versus traditional real estate, where your sponsor is somebody that introduces you to the business that's going to be with you throughout your entire business. And then they don't have to be local. And, that's the traditional real estate. We have that kind of local territory mentality, which doesn't exist with eXp. They broke that boundary. They broke that limitation. And I think people are still trying to get used to that. So I think understanding what a sponsor is and what they should do for you versus a mentor, whether you're a new agent, maybe you haven't done a deal in a few years, you're a little rusty, you're going to get somebody local to you that's going to walk you step by step through the transaction. And that's great. But your sponsor should be somebody that's going to help your business grow, maybe strong in the areas that you're weak. So if you need help with marketing, you find agents like us who know marketing, eat, live, and breathe this. That's how you are able to grow as an agent and kind of be well-rounded, is by partnering yourself with somebody of things that you need. And I think if people can get a good grasp on that, they won't make that mistake that we hear a lot of people, oh, I should have joined your group, or, oh, my sponsor's no longer here, or, you need to make sure you set yourself up for success, because once you choose your sponsor here, there's no going back. So I think that's the biggest thing.
I'm glad you touched on that, because you and I, we both get people contacting us, real estate agents, on a weekly basis, people at our brokerage and outside. And so I'm really glad you kind of brought that up here to talk about why do you think people should do the research whether they're coming to a brokerage or about anything that they do, whether the upline that they're aligning with, because people don't really think about that, right? They think about
Right.
the immediate sponsor, or they're stuck on this one concept, whether it be mentorship or fees. That's the biggest, one of the biggest pet peeve of mine is people are so focused on fees, thinking that they're going to pay that. If I focused on my $139+ taxes a month, I wouldn't be making a couple of $1,000s a month through rev share, right? Just that mentality. So why do you think people should do their research?
I think anything in life, you got to do your research. You got to make sure that the information that you're getting is credible. We've said this over and over again, that a lot of people have this kind of misinformation about eXp in general, that we're this recruiting brokerage, even though only like 12% or 12% actually recruit. And so it's a very small portion of the company. And, if you don't get credible information, you just take the first thing that you hear, and you're not making an educational decision. So you want to make sure what you hear, there's proof behind it, for one. And you need to ask a lot of questions, because researching will set you up for success. How many times do we see agents that jump around from brokerage to brokerage? And we even have agents that say, I know I need to be at eXp. I know I need to be in your group. I know you have exactly what I need, but I hate just switching again. I don't want my clients to think I just bounce around, that, I'm unreliable, I'm wishy-washy. And again, they're focused on the wrong things. And I think everything we're going to talk about is probably more about mindset and expectations than anything. But doing your research right lets you get it kind of right the first time. Sometimes we are very emotional people, and we tend to base our decisions on the emotion, the fact of, this brokerage is better for me. And this brokerage isn't for everybody. So when you're researching, you need to ask, what are you going to do for me? What's your response time if I have a question? If you're a new agent, this is extremely important. How fast can you get a question answered? I have a guy that joined my team a year ago. The reason he left his brokerage here locally was his very first deal as a new agent. This guy was 20 years old, had a deal, and his broker didn't get back to him for 3 days because it was over the weekend, refused to answer his call. And so when you are new, or maybe you're not as experienced, you need somebody to be able to answer those questions quickly. Here at eXp, because we're virtual, I can literally go into this Sims kind of meta world and literally see the broker in front of me, sit down at the table with them and ask them questions, and get access to 8 brokers, a transaction team, literally over 900 employees at one time, to get my answer answered for me. Or my teammates has an answer, so we can get that question. So do your research and make sure where you're going, who you're choosing as a sponsor, is right for you, and it's exactly what you need to grow your business. Because at the end of the day, you're going to waste time and money, because you got to change all this branding. Now you got to switch out the brokerage logo, your websites, things like that. So make sure that you take the extra time, be a little, make a spreadsheet. You said you did that. Make a spreadsheet, know what every brokerage is offering you, because you don't want to have to keep doing this, because your business will never grow if you do that. So do your research. And if you know it's the right thing for you logically, then throw emotions out, go for it, and make your decision.
Yeah, and if any of you watching needs that template, let me know. I have it, and it's in some of my videos. I've talked about this so you can find it there as well. And I know, Jacob, you touched on a lot of really good content here, but if there's anything else that you want to share, that one advice for people, especially brand new agents coming into the industry, so not people already here, but if you can touch on, any kind of advice you want to give them, that what would it be? I think, did you freeze her a little bit, Jacob? Hello?
I'm back. Okay.
Welcome back. So the question that I had for you is, I know that you gave a lot of really good content here, but mainly speaking about newer agents coming to the industry, if you have one advice for brand new agents, really not even just, coming into the industry for the first time in the real estate space, what would it be?
One, make sure you have the right expectations of why you're getting into real estate, because literally the statistic is 87% of us don't make it in the first 5 years. And I think number one is because they don't have the right expectations. So, you're not going to get into real estate and be rich overnight. You could, but it's not sustainable. You have to have a real plan. And that's at least the second thing, is you got to have a real marketing plan too. So when you're looking at whether it's to join eXp or go to another brokerage, make sure that the place that you're going to, especially as a real estate agent, has the resources and training. Are the people training you actually still doing deals? It's so funny to me that a lot of them are trained by somebody that hasn't done a deal in 10 years. A lot has changed in 10 years, especially technology wise. And make sure your brokerage has tons of support. Remember, at a traditional brokerage, you're limited to what that one broker and their team has to offer you. So if they're not good with tech, they're not good with marketing, they're traditional in the old way, but you want to learn how to leverage social media, you're going to have to go find those things on your own and spend your own money. And then ask, what is your mentor split? A lot of people, you have to pay a mentor, but it's not just like at eXp, it's 3 transactions. And then you give them a small percentage of your deal. Other brokerages, I've interviewed people, no matter what they do, how many deals they do, they got to give 10% up for an entire year. So make sure that you ask all those questions, that the brokerage is setting you up for success and they can help you get on the right path. We just onboarded another agent, to give you an example, switched to eXp because his broker said, hey, when you get a deal, then I'll help you. I'll help you through the transaction. So go find it on your own. So he didn't know where to start, didn't know where to start farming and what ads to run or what to do on social media. So that's why he came to us, because we had the resources for him. So if you're a new agent, make sure all the resources are there on how to get started, how to get leads, not just how to do the transaction. Any brokerage can help you with that, but how do you get started as a new agent and not become another one of those statistics?
Absolutely. And speaking about us, let's dive a little deep into that. What is it like joining our group? What's our group value?
I think one thing about our group value is that we're always there. We truly make ourselves available. And if it's something we can't help with, we make sure we get you the answer. Both you and I have our calendar links everywhere, and we've told our team, you don't have to ask me permission to book in my calendar. I literally wake up every day and then somebody's scheduled themselves in my calendar, because I want to be available for them. So if the time slot is available, book it. Let me know what you need help with, so I can prepare, and we show up for them. And I think that's super important more than anything, whether you're an experienced agent or an agent, maybe you're stuck in your career, or you're a new agent, you need some people to help you take your business to the next level. And then on top of that, it's the amazing training we have. eXp alone has amazing training and resources and tech, where there's 80 plus hours of live training with eXp. But on top of that, we get to add our own value stack. And that's why I search the way I search, to choose you as a sponsor. And then especially to be in Mike's group, where we have access to all this training, because coming from a marketing background, I knew, hey, I'm good at these things, but why recreate it, right? So I'm going to create things that need to be created. And so that's what you and I have done. And, on top of that, we have created amazing trainings like kvCORE. And people, once they use it, they can't stop using it because it literally revolutionizes their business. So if you're struggling with social media, you don't know what to post, all these posts you're doing, they're not really bringing in leads. You get maybe a few likes or grow a few followers. kvCORE's it for you, because kvCORE takes social media content with strategy, which is what most people lack in their marketing, is a strategic why you're doing it. It doesn't have purpose or intent. And we give you daily strategy, daily content, daily optimized hashtags, and content that you can post, editable templates. And we basically give you exactly what to post, do the social media content for you. You just have to customize it for you and your brand, and you have social media on autopilot. It can actually start growing your base and focus on income producing activities. Plus you get access to social media training on the house too, like with Social Agent Academy. And on top of that, we have amazing training that's done. And then we have real estate websites and sales funnels. So everything you need to generate leads, basically on how to drive traffic, convert traffic to leads, and convert those leads into clients, and follow up and nurture with them. We have it covered from A to Z. Plus we do 6 mastermind calls a week. So, I mean, if you can't find help in trading in our group, then you're not trying, because it's literally everywhere. And we have something for everybody, no matter what stage of career you're in as well.
Absolutely. There's a part that you got cut off. You were mentioning kvCORE training. Absolutely. Any brokerage that you come to, not every brokerage, first of all, gives you access to a free CRM, not to mention the #1 rated real estate technology. And you have a technology that isn't just a CRM, is a robust technology that includes so many different layers to actually grow all aspects of your business in one place. And you get that training for free here, which we sell. Many of all of these services, we sell it to other people outside of our group because of the amount of value that it comes with. And I do want to mention to everybody that Jacob's contact information is going to be in the description. But Jacob, how could they partner with you? What is the easiest way to get in touch with you? If you can share that, that'd be great before we wrap this up.
Yeah, so if you want to take a look at what eXp has to offer for you, especially to be in my team, then, and all the stuff we offer, no extra cost or split. You basically can go to my website, jacobshireman.com, and there's a partner tab up there where you can click Realtors, and it'll take you to my website where we have everything that we offer, and you can book a call with me right there. And then that one-on-one call will talk about what you're looking for in your business. It's a no pressure call. Basically going to see if eXp and our group and me as a sponsor is right for you. And that would be the easiest way. And I know we'll include a link below.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jacob. Honestly, it's been a pleasure having you. Honestly, it is a wealth of information that you give when you come into all of these calls, and I know what it's like to work with you. And honestly, I just can't imagine a better business partner. So thank you for just being here. And for all of you that are watching, I really, no obligation whatsoever, just to connect with Jacob and ask information about your current experience. If you are already a real estate agent, if you're brand new coming in, definitely get in touch with Jacob, because he understands the business on a completely next level and understands real estate marketing on a much, much deeper level. So I do wanted to mention that. And once again, thank you everyone for being here. Again, if this is your first time coming to our channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and make sure you hit the notification bell to get updates on more content like this. And if you have any questions, then I'll leave it in the comment section below. Once again, this is Jacob Shireman. He's based in Texas, in Houston, Texas. I am Tharmila Rajasingam, real estate marketer, real estate agent, and a global team leader. I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.